Hello, writers in kindergarten. I am so happy to be back because I have to tell you, I've been seeing all these topics that you've been submitting about, and wow, they are amazing. Our library is going to be full of these great books that you're going to teach everybody else about. We have topics such as my family, my pets. Yeah, some people have more than one pet. Dancing, singing, cooking, baking. We have a lot of bakers in here. Swimming, playing, baseball, soccer. Friends, these books are going to show and tell all of our friends who read your book a lot about you. That means that they're going to get to know the real you, and that's exciting. So what I'd like to do today, while you keep working on your book and on your pattern, I'd like to give you a little tip that's going to help make your sentences, the sentences that you're going to write in your book, a little better for others to read. Friends, when writers write sentences, they always do these same things to the sentences to make sure that they are the best written so that others can read them. So good kindergarten writers, they work really hard to make their sentences on their pages look just like the sentences in the books. Look just like the sentences in these books. So we're going to study a sentence from one of our books, and I'm going to write it here on the board so that we can all see it nice and big and clear. There it is. Do you see that sentence? That's a wonderful sentence that's going to help us understand what we need to do and how we need to work very hard on each sentence in our book. So I want to read it with you, and then you're going to read it with me. Ready? Here is the zoo. So now let's read it together. Here is the zoo. Friends, I'm going to show you this sentence, and I want you to tell me, what do you notice? Yes, this is a tall letter. Yep. And it's also something that we call uppercase. Now, an uppercase letter looks different than these letters, which are called lowercase. Lowercase. And this is uppercase, right? What else do you notice? Yeah, we have a lot of E's. Good job. We have vowels, the I, the E, the O, and the O. Yep, we have spaces between the words. Look at that. Good job. Good job catching that. I was waiting for that. Did you notice this little dot right there? What is that called? Does anybody know? Friends, it's called a period. And a period is a little tiny dot that goes at the end of each and every sentence. So now I'm going to write another sentence from our favorite book, The Carrot Seed, and nothing came up. I'm going to write it here on the board so that we can compare it, so that we can notice, what do we notice about these two sentences, okay? And nothing came up. So what do you notice, friends? Yep, you're right. We do have an uppercase letter. Uppercase letter. It means that they're big, tall letters. And these are lowercase letters. Sometimes lowercase letters can be tall letters, but they are lowercase because they are not capitalized. So here we have our lowercase letters. What else do you notice about this sentence that this sentence has? Yep, look at all this space between the words. That makes it easier to read. And what's another thing you notice, friends? Hint, it's at the end. Yep, this one also has a period at the end. Because a period tells us that that sentence is over. And that's what great writers do. So now what I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to help me write another sentence. And we're going to try and use the same parts that these sentences have. So let's review. Let's look again at what parts they have. They have uppercase, and then they have lowercase, lowercase. And at the end, they have a period. And what do they have in between each and every word? That's right, space. So we're gonna take another page and create that page for our book. And so here we have the other page. And I'm gonna lower the camera just a tad bit so we can see it. And it says, look at me. We have to add what we're gonna ask our reader to look at. So what is something else that we can do when we dance besides twisting? What can we do? That's right, we can twirl. So I'm gonna say, look at me twirl. And friends, can you notice what I did for my sentence that is also on these? Yep, I have an uppercase letter, a capital letter at the beginning. I did leave spaces between my words, and then the rest of them are lowercase. I'm done, right? Wait, no? Oh, what am I missing, friends? Good job, thank you for reminding me. I'm missing a period at the end, so I'm gonna put a period right there. So friends, what we're gonna do is we are gonna look at those pages that we have already written, like the one we did the first day. Look at me twist, and we're gonna make sure that these words have all the same parts of the sentence. So we have, do we have a capital? Oh, we need to make that a capital. Do you see that? Do I have spaces? Yep, I sure do. But what am I missing? That's right, that period at the end. And the great thing about being a good writer is that we can go back to our pages even though we think we're done, because when we think we're done, we've just begun. And so we're gonna work really hard on all of our pages today to make sure that all of the sentences that we have written begin with a capital, uppercase letter, they end with a period, and that all the words have spaces in between them, okay? So I want you to do that today. And if you did make any changes to your pages, quickly take a picture of the one page that you're proudest of and put it right here in our Schoology course in our album so that we can see the hard work that you're doing. Thank you, friends. I'm so excited for this. These books are gonna be amazing. I know you've been working really hard on them, and I can't wait for you to show and tell them for us. Bye, friends.